Working with Scott Storch and an artist named Sue Surf.
Most definitely. I know Nipsey Hussle, one of my favorite rappers as well. Though I was inspired by him. As far as in the past of his on Tommy demise, like what are some good things that you can remember about him? And what's one thing that you can say about his work ethic that kept him away from as far as everybody else in the past?
Well, I'm not the guy to try to, jump off a hype or death or something like that. And I promised myself that I wouldn't even answer a question about Nipsey Hussle's death right now. It's too early to me, and this is not, like a lot of people posting stuff on Instagram and saying this is my favorite rapper and I salute him, because I feel like you didn't fucking support him as much as you are now when he was alive. You know what I mean? This man's streaming going up, his album selling, his merchandise selling. Like, why wasn't it selling when he was alive? And that's the problem in life. That everybody wants to salute people when they die. Like, fuck, when I die, I only want my real friends post a picture of me. I don't want to be with this industry social media hype. You understand? Because this shit means a lot to me, because Nip was my man, because when we first worked with him, no one believed in him. They said, Steve, you wasting your time. He looks like Snoop Dogg. He's rolling 60 Crip. Oh, Big U, shit like that. And these are your favorite A&Rs and your favorite labels that passed on him that are all saluting him now. And, of course, there's growth, and he built a big fan base. And, to see in his funeral and all the people that came out was crazy. But that's what you want. You want to build a brand, and you want people to love you. But, again, what we should do is the message I want to say, and this is that when someone's alive, let them get their roses when they're alive. Tell them you love them when they're alive, appreciate them when alive, look out for them when they're alive, not when they pass. And it's a prime example that people need to really wake up and see what happened with Nipsey. So when you ask me about that, and with all due respect to everybody I worked with, Nipsey Hussle was the smartest artist. All he wanted to do is seek knowledge, read books, go to Barnes and Nobles, learn from everybody, leverage everybody, and gain education. He was really the smartest artist I ever worked with, because, he was always him. And one thing I could say about Nip, we always laugh about, is like all he changed was the size of his clothes. He used to wear the big T-shirts, and then he went to medium, you know what I'm saying, as the fashion went. But he's never really changed who he is. He's not a fake gangbanger like a lot of people are. He was a real neighborhood rolling 60 Crip, and that's from day one. And I just felt like, when I first heard his music, it was a song called I Don't Give a Fuck, and Bullets Ain't Got No Name, and I felt like it was the West Coast 50. But when I met him and heard the music, that's what matters. He's a genuine person. So, again, rest in peace to Nipsey. But, again, like, the moral of this is, when people are alive, man, look out for them, salute them, give them their roses when they're alive, not when they're dead. I lost Jam Master Jay, who put me in the game. He got killed from his neighborhood, in his own business, in his neighborhood. This was Nipsey. So Nipsey did everything right. There's rappers out here doing everything wrong and faking the funk. But Nipsey did everything right, from gangbanging to music to business and so on and so forth. So me and my people don't get caught up in like, oh, Nipsey passed. Like, I threw up some footage of old stuff that people never even knew about, like from the Fantasy Factory. So at the end of the day, this was our friend. Imagine all his homies from his hood. They don't care if he was successful or not. They love him for him. So, again, he grew. He became an icon. But I just feel like he had fans, and that's what he needs to do. But I think that everybody should have saluted him and showed the respect when he was alive.
It's like in this